What's up, folks? It's Dan here from VAGameCharacter.com, where we turn games into gains, and today we are going over my 4 favorite back exercises. Now, if you're looking to lift for size or strength, these are all good supplements and or primary exercises to add to your routine. If you're not sure about how to lift properly for size versus how to lift properly for gaining strength, I do have a video for that. I will link it at the end. I'll also link it in the description below. You should definitely check it out. And also keep in mind that if you are looking to put on size, then your main priority really needs to be your diet and then your exercise. But that's enough. No further ado, we're going to jump right into the exercises. And first off, we're going to start with the great granddaddy of all back exercises, which is the deadlift. Now, to do a proper deadlift, first of all, you really got to have the right equipment. I do have sandbag deadlifts in some of my workouts, and those are great. However, if you're really going to max out both your strength and your size, you're going to eventually need to upgrade to a dumbbell, rather a barbell with proper plates. So for a standard deadlift versus a sumo deadlift, which we're not going to go into today, what you want to make sure that you're going to do is you want to make sure that you've got feet neutral position, about shoulder width. All right, you're going to take your hands down, and double overhand grip is really better when you're first starting out because you want to build your grip strength. As you get really much stronger, eventually your back is going to probably get stronger than your hands are, so you're going to have to switch to a alternated grip. But for now, we're just going to do a double overhand grip. What you want to do is you want to keep your back straight. You want to kind of sit down into the lift, and you want to roll the bar back to your shins and kind of have your weight on your heels, okay? You can take your hands, you're going to grip the bar on either side of your knees. You're not going to look up like this, but you want to keep your head up in a neutral position so that it's aligned with the rest of your spine. And you want your spine to also be a nice, flat, neutral base, okay? You don't want to be rounded like this, for sure. This is something really, really bad. Also, you don't want to sit all the way down into a squat like this, because then you're just basically just doing a squat, all right? What you want to do is you want to sit down, roll the bar back to your shins, all right? Take your grip, set your feet, make sure you're nice and steady, nice and neutral, and then from here, keep your arms straight, and you're just going to stand up and drive through with your hips, all right? When you get to the top, you want to make sure you kind of squeeze your butt and your back to drive your hips forward. That's the drive through the hips part that I was talking about there. You want to make sure that you squeeze the top of that lift, because otherwise you have a tendency to stay rounded and you don't really work the lower back like you're supposed to, and you can potentially injure yourself. So stand up straight, drive those hips through, clench that butt muscle, and then lower the bar back down, following the same path that you did. You want to have generally a straight bar path coming up. There might be a little bit of curve, but you want to ride your legs all the way up to the top and then all the way back down again. My next favorite back exercise is the narrow grip chin up. Now, to differentiate chin up versus pull up, chin ups typically are regarded as having your palms towards you on a bar. Pull ups are regarded as having your hands away from you. Okay? There's a whole bunch of different variations. Basically, all of them are good for building back strength and or size. However, I like to favor the chin-ups, specifically the narrow grip chin-ups, because I feel like I personally get better back muscle activation, your lats back here, and also I get a better range of motion, okay? And most, not all, but most bodybuilders tend to agree that if you're looking to build size, something with an underhand grip is almost always going to work better for building your lats than an overhand grip, okay? It's a supinated versus a pronated grip. That said, basically anything that involves putting your hands over your head and pulling yourself up in some variation is going to make your back stronger and larger, okay? So it's up to you if you want to work these in or some other form of pulling exercise, but I personally prefer these. So for the narrow grip chin up, what you want to do is you're going to take your hands, you're going to grip basically where they're either touching or very close to touching above you. All right? You pick your feet up and you pull yourself all the way up and then all the way back down again. Something you really want to work on is range of motion, okay? You don't want to come down halfway and then just do cheat reps the whole time, okay? Because that's going to work mostly your biceps, and not even them that much, but mostly your biceps and almost no other muscles, okay? You'll get some endurance building in your back because you'll be like practicing lockouts, but if you really want to build size and strength, you need to have proper full range of motion. So again, one more time, you take your grips, you go all the way up and all the way back down again. You want to come all the way down to here and stretch those lats out before you go back up for your next rep. Now, if you're just starting out, you're probably going to have a very hard time with chin-ups or pull-ups. It's not an easy exercise. So what you can do is you can put down a chair or a bench under your feet and allow that to bear part of your weight while you're doing your chin-ups or your pull-ups. And you can also use your legs to assist yourself in that situation. That's the quickest and easiest route. There are other ways to build up your strength for your pull-ups. If you have access to a lat pull-down machine, you can work that because you can load a lower weight on that. There are pull-up resistance bands that you can get that basically you anchor around yourself and they assist you in pulling yourself up to the bar. There's also assisted pull-up machines out there. There's a lot of different options. Your easiest, best bet is just to have a chair and just put your legs on it and use your legs to assist you as much as necessary. Additionally, working all the other exercises into your workout that we're going to show in this video is going to help you get towards your chin-up or pull-up faster, just because they're all going to build your back muscles. And some of them are a little easier to start and work your way up on versus the pull-up. For instance, the deadlift we covered before, lifting the bar for a deadlift is going to be a lot easier, mechanically speaking, for almost everyone than doing a pull-up right off the bat. So that one is going to help you out, and the later exercises after this one are going to help as well. Just once you get there, you're going to find yourself really challenged for quite a while, even after you're able to do one full pull-up or chin-up, which is why it's such a great exercise. Once they do get easier for you, okay, depending on what your lifting protocol you're going for is, and again, check out the size versus strength video for that, you can start adding weight by either having a dip belt with plates on it or holding a dumbbell between your legs. I've got an exercise tutorial on how to do that. You go check out the exercise tutorials playlist, it'll be on there. Or you can even do something like add a weighted vest or put a backpack on your back and put some heavy books in it or something like that to add some weight on too. My next favorite back exercise is actually going to require a little bit of specialized equipment, but if you don't have access to rings like these, you can find substitutes like railings or a heavy table or something like that. There are ways to do this without having rings, but if you can get rings, these are great. These were like, I think, 25 bucks on Amazon. And you can attach them to just about anything you want, pull-up bars or a ceiling bracket or anything that's really going to support your weight. So for this exercise, we're going to do what are called inverted ring rows or just ring rows. And you're going to go down, and it's almost like an upside-down push-up, okay? When you're first starting out, okay, you might have difficulty doing a full body row. So what you can do is you can just come here and see how I'm kind of lie on the floor like this. And just pull yourself up like that and get yourself as far off the ground as you can. However, to do a proper ring row, what you want to do is you want to come up here and get a rigid body like you would with a push-up, and you're just going to pull yourself up and back down like that. Notice I'm keeping my elbows tight to my body, nice and close, and I'm pulling the rings all the way to my rib cage or as close as I can get. Oh, these are awesome. Now, these are going to get easier faster than your pull-ups will, just because of the way that you're supporting your body weight with your feet. But just like with the pull-up, you can add weight to these. The easiest way to add weight to these is with a weighted vest of some sort. You can also put a plate on your chest, but then you have to worry about kind of keeping it on there, which is a little difficult. But with all that said, just increasing your repetitions on these is sometimes great. They're a great burnout exercise for the end of a back workout. Once you start to get strong enough to pound out a whole bunch, you can just throw these on at the end as kind of a burner. I like to do push-ups as my burnout for my chest days, and I'll do these as my burnout for back days. So they're awesome. I love ring rows. You should definitely work them into your workout if you can. Our final stop in our tour of my favorite back exercises is going to be the one-armed dumbbell row. Now, on most of the other exercises here, your one arm can kind of cheat and allow your other arm to take over some of the effort, and consequently, your one side of your back can do the same. However, on this, your arms are on their own, as is the lat on that side. What you want to do for this is you are going to post up, and you're going to get your knee on your bench, and your hand forward like so. You need one dumbbell. Things that you need to pay attention to is you want to have a flat back, okay? You want to have your back flat, you don't want to have it arched, you don't want to have it rounded, okay? Flat back, neutral stance. You're going to reach down, grip your dumbbell, and you're going to pull it up to your chest, and back down again. Similar to on the ring rows, how we were keeping our hands close to our body. You don't want to let your elbow flare out like this, okay? You want to stay upright and pull right up and back down. Notice I'm not drooping low and then pulling with my body motion. I'm staying upright, requiring my back and my abs to stay tight, and just pulling with just my arm, up and down. These are great. They have an advantage over the other two exercises that we just did, and then these are the easiest to add weight to besides just the deadlift. You can throw weight onto an adjustable dumbbell, or you can go up to a larger size dumbbell if you have fixed dumbbells, and you can keep yourself busy for quite a while with this. These are awesome. Basically, everybody swears by these. It has a big back or a strong back. So definitely work these into your workout as well. If you don't have access to weights, this is another exercise that you can do with sandbags. It's a lot cheaper to buy a sandbag, but again, you're going to be limited a little bit by your grip strength on that. So you want to make sure that when you get access to, when you can, grab yourself a set of dumbbells, because even if you don't have room for this thing in your house, you probably have room for these, even if it's just an adjustable set like I have here with some plates that you can throw on it. So that's it. Those are my 4 favorite back exercises. You can work some or all of them into your workout as you see fit. If you're looking for workouts that involve these exercises, you can head over to beagainedcharacter.com, check out the character list. There's quite a few over there that make use of them, some or all of these exercises. So check it out, see if your favorite character is up there. Thank you for watching. As always, remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome. Bye-bye.
Listen!